They say the eyes never lie. You can hide your words behind a smile or build a wall of silence around your feelings, but the truth always leaks through your gaze. Every glance, every flicker, every moment of hesitation says more than the tongue ever could. Have you ever felt that quiet pull from someone, that invisible thread that binds your attention to theirs? Perhaps their eyes lingered just a little too long, or maybe they darted away, nervous, as if afraid you might read their thoughts. In that silence, something powerful happens. It's not imagination, it's instinct. The eyes carry the oldest language in the world, the language of emotion. Long before we learn to speak, we learn to look. And in that look, we find honesty, desire, fear, and connection. Today, we're going to explore how the eyes, those two small windows to the soul, quietly reveal the truth about attraction. But be warned, once you understand this language, you will never see eye contact the same way again. You'll start noticing the pauses between glances, the sparks that pass like whispers, and the small betrayals that reveal what someone really feels but refuses to say. Think about that moment when someone's gaze holds onto yours longer than it should. Not a passing glance, not a polite acknowledgement, but that deep, deliberate look that seems to slow time itself. There's a stillness in it, a kind of gravity. Psychologists call this prolonged eye contact, and it's one of the clearest signs of emotional interest. In ordinary conversation, eyes meet for just a few seconds before moving on. But when there's attraction, the gaze lingers. It's as if the soul is reaching out, silently saying, "I see you. I want you to see me too." Yet there's risk in this unspoken exchange. The longer the eyes remain locked, the more exposed the heart feels. That's why, when someone likes you, you'll often see that push and pull, eyes that linger, then look away, then find you again. It's a dance between curiosity and fear, between the urge to be seen and the fear of being discovered. And if you've ever been across a crowded room and found someone's eyes meeting yours more than once, you know that strange electricity. The world fades, and for a heartbeat, there's only the two of you. No words, no noise, just the silent confession of attention. But not every signal is bold. Sometimes attraction hides behind timidity. There are those who cannot bear to hold your gaze, not because they're indifferent, but because looking at you feels too revealing. You'll notice it in the quick glance, the sudden turn away, the pretend disinterest that fails to fool anyone. Psychology calls this an approach avoidance conflict. The mind says, "Look at them," while the heart whispers, "Don't get caught." When someone doesn't care, their eyes barely find you. But when someone's drawn to you, they can't help but look again and again, no matter how hard they try to hide it. Their eyes flicker toward you like a secret trying to escape. If you pay attention, you'll see it, the stolen glances that always return, the nervous smile that comes too quickly, the way they look away, pretending they weren't watching at all. Each of these moments is a quiet spark of attraction, muffled by self-control. And if you notice this happening more than once, it's not a coincidence. It's emotion, hiding in plain sight. Then there's the kind of truth no one can fake, the dilation of the pupils. Biology, it seems, has no patience for secrecy. When someone feels drawn to you, their pupils naturally widen. They can't help it. It's the body's honest reaction to pleasure and excitement. When the brain releases dopamine, the eyes respond, opening wider, darkening, and deepening with focus. It's the body's way of saying, "I like what I see." You can't force it, you can't stop it. So if you ever notice someone's eyes seeming darker or more open when they look at you, understand that their body has already told you what their lips will not. There's another moment that speaks volumes, the double take. It's that involuntary second look when someone just can't help themselves. You enter a room, their eyes catch you once, then drift away only to circle back again. It's as if gravity pulls their gaze toward you, refusing to let go. Psychologists say this happens when attraction overrides awareness. The mind tries to play it cool, but the eyes are stubborn. They betray the pretense. Think about the last time you had a crush. Didn't your gaze find them again and again, even when you told yourself to stop staring? That's what attraction does. It resists reason. When someone keeps looking, even after being caught, it's not mere curiosity. It's a fascination that refuses to fade. And finally, there's the most honest expression of them all, the smile that begins in the eyes. A real smile, the kind that softens a face and lights it from within, can't be faked. Psychologists call it the Duchenne smile, and it's marked not by the mouth but by the eyes. You'll see it in the subtle crinkle at the corners, the gentle gleam of warmth that no actor can reproduce. When someone likes you, that smile appears naturally, unguarded. Even if they try to hide their feelings, their eyes give them away. They brighten, they sparkle, they soften in your presence. That's not politeness, it's joy. This, perhaps, is the most moving kind of eye contact, because it's not just an attraction, it's a connection. It's the eyes saying, "You make my world a little lighter." When someone's eyes smile before their lips do, you can feel it, it's genuine. It means your presence shifts their emotional weather. The truth is, eyes tell the stories that words are too shy to speak. They carry the weight of emotions that never find a voice, hidden affection, quiet admiration, unspoken longing. When someone likes you, they may never say it aloud, but their eyes will repeat it endlessly. Through lingering looks, stolen glances, dilated pupils, repeated gazes, and smiles that reach the soul, the truth becomes visible to those who pay attention. Every human being carries a secret voice within them, one that rarely finds its way into words. But the eyes, they cannot keep quiet. They whisper truths even when the mouth stays still. This is why wise men say, if you wish to know a person's heart, look not at their speech but at their gaze. There is a kind of sincerity that passes through the eyes, a current that connects two souls even in silence. You may think it's a coincidence when someone looks at you again and again, but in truth, very little about genuine attraction is accidental. The body has its own way of confessing. The eyes, the pupils, the breath, each becomes a messenger for the emotions we try so hard to hide. When someone's gaze returns to you like a magnet, it is their mind wrestling with curiosity, their heart losing the fight to reason. They look once to see you, and again because they can't help it. That second glance is never empty. It's filled with the quiet wonder of someone trying to memorize what draws them in. Even when they avert their eyes, even when they pretend not to notice, attraction leaves traces. It lingers in the small moments between words, in how their attention seems to bend in your direction, even without effort. We are drawn to the people who awaken something within us, and the eyes are the first to respond to that awakening. Sometimes the truth is even simpler. It's found in that barely perceptible warmth when someone smiles at you, not the social smile we offer to strangers, but the one that belongs to recognition. It begins in the heart and blooms outward until it reaches the eyes. That's where joy lives. When you see that, please don't take it lightly. It means you've touched something deeper than appearance. You've made someone feel seen. The more you pay attention, the more you'll realize how much is spoken in silence. The prolonged gaze, the stolen glance, the widening pupils, the returning eyes, the smile that glows without a word. All of these form the alphabet of emotion. And those who understand it become fluent in one of the oldest languages humanity knows, the silent language of feeling. In the end, all of life's connections, love, friendship, even fleeting admiration, are built on this invisible exchange. Words can deceive, gestures can be rehearsed, but the eyes, they remain untrained, sincere, incapable of disguise. When someone's eyes linger on you longer than they should, or when their pupils darken with excitement, they're saying something even they may not fully understand. It's the heart revealing itself before the mind has a chance to hide it. So look back not with suspicion but with awareness. Notice how people look at you when you speak. Observe who meets your eyes with warmth and who struggles to hold your gaze. You'll start to see patterns, truths that rise between the moments of silence. Because attraction, affection, connection, these things rarely announce themselves with words. They reveal themselves in the pause between breaths, in the meeting of eyes across a crowded space. Once you start seeing this, you can't unsee it. You'll recognize that the eyes, those small windows of light, carry entire conversations of their own. They speak of longing, of comfort, of courage, of fear. They tell you when someone is guarding their heart and when that guard is slowly falling. And perhaps that's the beauty of it. The fact that we can read so much from a single look. The eyes remind us that beneath all the noise of the world, connection still begins in silence. So my friend, remember this: the eyes may be small, but they hold the weight of galaxies. Every glance, every flicker, every soft meeting of gaze is a doorway to truth. When you begin to see beyond the surface, you'll start to recognize the world for what it is: a silent conversation of hearts trying to be understood. If this message has opened your eyes, even a little, then carry it with you. Observe, reflect, and listen to what others don't say. Because wisdom begins not in speaking, but in noticing. And now, if you found something meaningful here, if it stirred your thoughts or quieted your soul, give this video a moment of acknowledgement. Leave a comment below and tell me what truth your eyes have seen lately. Share this with someone who needs to hear it, someone who may have forgotten that silence can speak. Subscribe if you haven't already, and walk with us again next time as we uncover more lessons the modern world has forgotten. Until then, watch closely, live gently, and never underestimate the power of what the eyes can say. Because sometimes the deepest conversations happen in complete silence.